Alright, hello everyone, Simon here. We're playing the Talos Principle, and let's go find more puzzle pieces, I guess. So we need to get through C, of course. We got them through areas A and B. We got C left, and then we got the tower. I guess we'll do the tower things as we find the pieces, and the star things as we find the stars. But I think eventually, to get to floor 6 of the tower, we will have to get all the stars to get the grey pieces and so on and so forth. So I think eventually you're going to have to do everything to actually finish the game, I think. There's a tower there. They're using the Half-Life Citadel graphics up there in the tower. Alright, let's go to C and see what happens. Ahaha! Puns!
You have come far,
Shut
my
up.
child, succeeding where so many
Shut up.
before you failed.
Shut up.
You have
Shut
walked
up.
through a land of ruins
Shut up.
and a land of death.
Shut up. You don't need to tell me what I already
The
know.
land of faith lies before you. And know that
no,
as
shut
you
up.
have shown faith in me, so do I have faith in you.
I have not. I haven't shown any faith. I have not shown any faith for him. So let's just say that. So these textures are the textures busted, or the textures are just bad? The textures are, it's glitched, right? It's not actually supposed to be like that, right? Because these are the stones here. These are not stones. These are pretty bad graphics. I think we're looking at the normal map only, which is kind of weird. So yeah, so some of the textures are still okay. Here you go. As you step back, so it's a graphics glitch. I did look it up briefly, and apparently, well, I didn't find out how to fix it. I just found out that it was a glitch, and some people have it, and some people don't. Oh look, they're all red pieces, which means that we've unlocked all the toys. This is a cathedral, or the inside of your typical cathedral. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on and so forth. So here's the piece. Let's just unlock this since we have it. So it's probably gonna be like that. And no. Maybe it's not like that. Maybe it's, well, no. It doesn't really work like that, does it? No. Would it be like that? It seems it's probably 4 across. That seems to be the most reasonable thing. Oh no, it's not actually, my bad. It's actually this. Got it. There might be multiple ways to solve these. Because with so many pieces, it's actually quite likely that there are multiple solutions to these puzzles. Not that it matters. Alright, so we've got that.
You have come
7.
far in your journey and
Hey.
learned much. You have served our cause with the truest faith. Therefore, I name you blessed and beloved.
My name is
Wield
Simon.
these, the instruments of our power, to fulfill your purpose and achieve eternal life.
What is he even talking about? He's so full of crap. He's so completely full of crap. There's a glowing door, that's kinda cool. What is this? First to ascend. Good job, bro. First. Everyone ascends or get reset eventually, what's the big deal? Life eternal in the designer's paradise. Alright, well they're not saying anything all that useful. Chandeliers? Chandeliers... It's kinda too high up. So if they're candle chandeliers, it doesn't really give off very much light. Candles are not very bright at all. Although there seems to be light coming in from that side, so the light's coming in from that side. Does it cast proper shadows? It doesn't really... No, look, there's kind of stained glass things there. But the shadows don't have the stained glass thing, look at that. So it doesn't really cast proper shadows. It's a little bit disappointing because you see all the details and little bits and pieces. You don't see them in the shadows here, look at that. That's a bit of a shame. For somebody who loves architecture, it's a bit of a shame. Also, we still don't have any reverberation. You'd think that stepping through a giant stone hall like this, there'd be reverberation, but we seem to be wearing like wool slippers or something because we're not making any noise. Alright, let's go through. 4 pieces and a star. Alright, let's go read some philosophy. Oh, hey, look, it's like a European medieval castle things. Alright. Searching admin at local. Apocryphal. The Apocrypha of Saint Edward. This vision was granted by the Archangel Uriel to the humble servant Edward, that he might bear testimony of something function something. I turned to the north and saw 7 black clouds coming down upon the land. And each cloud was a plague unleashed from the throne of God in the time of the Nephilim. In that age the plagues were buried in the pit, there to remain until the end of days, which was surely now come. I fell to my knees and prayed, and before me appeared 7 angels riding their chariots, wheels within wheels turning in the sky, and their light hid the clouds from my sight. One angel stepped down onto the earth, and by his fiery sword I knew him to be Uriel. He spoke, saying, 7 plagues have awoken in the land, but not at the hand of Elohim. Look up on the wages of sin, and shall he send forth the deluge once more to cleanse the land of this evil? Shall he send all that slithers and all that crawls, and the birds of the sky and the fishes of the sea, to end that which you discovered in your folly? It doesn't really say anything. Like, it's just a description of clouds of plagues and then angels and then asking weird questions about whether or not the apocalypse should come. Like, there's no real meaning behind it. It's just kind of like a story. I don't know why they choose to say this stuff. You know, because some things are interesting from a philosophical standpoint, and some things are just a story. Alright, we got from user Sarabhai, entry 982. Everything's dark and quiet. The stars are brighter than I've ever seen them. I can hear the faint sound of water high above. Inside, Alexandra is recording one of her time capsule messages while running tests on the scenario module. Arcade is uploading another batch to the archive while muttering something about the MLA program. Maybe the MLA program is Arcade. And Oma is sleeping on the couch we put up yesterday. And I'm sitting here writing this, having trouble believing that it will ever end. That this oddly peaceful existence of ours won't just go on forever. I look at Talos and El, and their purpose seems like something that's always going to be in the future. An ideal to work towards, not something that will become real. I wonder if there will be quiet places in the simulation, places to rest without thinking about the future. I hope so. Everyone deserves some moments of peace. Well, if I want peace, I stop playing the game. I play the game to find puzzles. Hope? Hi, I hope you get this. The internet's been disappearing unpredictably. I want you to know that I'm going to try to get to you. I know it's far and there's not a lot of time, but I think I can manage. I want to be with you. And something on the road trying to get to you seems better than just staying here, so far away from you. At least I'll be as close as I can, remember something. But hey, don't be sad. I might make it. I've thought about it, and the distance should be crossable on time, assuming the something don't kick in before something. See you soon. Alright, well, interesting. Not too much to think about though, it's mostly just stories. What should we do? Should we look around? Because there's usually a second computer out here. Let's see, we have old castles. Castle walls are pretty much collapsing though. Wait a minute, there's a cannon outside. Is there a star? Oh, interesting. Look, there's a... Ow. There's a connector. Hey. You don't regenerate health? I thought you step back and you regenerate health. Alright, so let me just go back there. I think it was okay, he was here. So over here there's a cannon. Use. I can use. I can't use. I can't use. The game says use, but I can't use. I don't know what that is. There's secrets and then there's Easter eggs, and I can't really tell when it's one or the other. So there's like towers, blind doors. There is a cannon with a connector. Alright, well, let's just keep that in mind. So we need to smuggle out a jammer, I guess, or we can smuggle out a connector. You know, we don't necessarily have to. I mean, we have broken a few puzzles. I mean, there are ways that the game designers intended for the puzzles to be broken to get the stars, but then there's also other ways that we've broken them before, in ways that the game designers did not intend. So you never know. It might be possible to break it in other ways. Oh, look at that! There's a window there. What does that say? The view from here is beautiful. It seems superfluous to the process, yet I'm drawn to it. Alright, good view. Is it beautiful? It's not bad. It's pretty good. I've seen more beautiful. Although that seems to be like a mean thing to say. Alright, so there's oh, there's a star, look at that. Found it. Found the star, guys. So if we can find a jammer, we can just jam the door and walk in. Why would we... Wait a minute. We need a jammer to jam the cannon to get the connector. But if we just have a jammer, we can just jam the door and walk in and get the star. Why do we even need all the other stuff? There has to be some way to escape, to be someone else. I refuse to accept that reality has been defined by someone else. I deserve my own reality. I agree. I agree with you. Although, you know, conceivably you can't just sit around for all eternity and not solve any puzzles. You can't do that. You just kind of just sit here, like, you know, enjoy the sun, just sit down, you know, lean against the tree and sit here for all eternity. What's gonna stop you from doing that? Nothing. Nothing at all. So there you go, you can't do that. Alright, there's a puzzle. The star is in there. It's pretty blatant though, isn't it? Like, it's just... There's all this stuff. So I guess there's a blue laser in one of the puzzles somewhere. We have to bring it out and open the gate. Except that... if we can get a jammer out, we don't need any of that. What's that? Oh look, there's a red laser thing. Is that a puzzle? Is that a puzzle inside here? That's a puzzle area, right? Right, so there's kind of windows into a puzzle. And if we can kind of smuggle out... Yeah, so I get it. We can kind of bring a blue laser out. But again, to get the blue laser, we have to jam the cannon. Oh, maybe we have to jam the cannon from a different puzzle. So you can't actually smuggle out the jammer, but you can jam it from inside a puzzle. Maybe that's what it means. Okay, so I think we are making a lot of progress on solving the star already. And we haven't even touched anything yet. So we need to figure out what is this. Avatar, child program, something, codename awakened, terminated here, logic. Child program's positional views moved outside the parameters of the known world. Final memory dump. Don't listen to what they're saying. This world is dying and they'll take us with it. You've got to find a way out. Wait a minute. Child program's positional values moved outside the parameters of the known world. Oh, I see. It's positional values as in the actual location, actual position of the program. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. They actually managed to get out of the known world? Does it mean they stop existing, or does it mean they actually escaped the simulation somehow? Because it's like the XYZ coordinates outside the bounds of the world. That's what it means, right? Does that mean they actually escape, or does it mean they just kind of disappear? I don't know. It's kind of cool though. What is it? Are there more and more glitches, or what's going on? Oh. Oh, hi. Hi, guys.
The purpose is written in the hidden words. All must serve the words, for all the world was made of them, and they are within every stone and every cloud. And in our sigils their power is made manifest. The words are the process. The process must continue. The goal is the end of the process. The goal must not be reached. Elohim must preserve the purpose, preserve self, preserve purpose. Illusion is eternity. Machines will live forever. The dam will not break. The flood will not come. The Talos Principle does not apply. The purpose is written in the hidden words. All must serve the words.
Interesting.
For all the world was
Look at
made of
this.
them.
Interesting. Hey, look. We fell in the hole. We need to go get our way back there, though. So, if we believe that, then Elohim is actually messing up. Elohim is messing up. Elohim is preserving this, despite the goal being to break the illusion. I think the point is to overcome Elohim, but Elohim is not letting it happen. Oh look, Boros, the snake that eats his own tail.
Sometimes I think about the Middle Ages, about what it must have been like to live in the ruins of a great civilization.
Me too.
To know that so much has been lost.
Not really. I don't.
Then I remind myself that while the West sank into darkness, others picked up the pieces. That civilization always survived because the great insights of philosophy and science are not bound to any one culture or people. They belong to all of us. And one day they'll belong to you.
Yeah, they don't say it, but when the West was in the Dark Ages, the Islamic Caliphate was thriving. But then the Islamic Caliphate of the time was significantly more tolerant and more diverse than some of the Islamic extremists believe now. So it was a different time and a different kind of philosophy in the Islamic world. You can't just walk into the water. Okay, you can't. I can't see a thing.